Hello everyone. In this video, we'll be going over rational expressions for review for Math 1441. We'll start with what a rational expression is. A rational expression is essentially a fraction with the numerator at the top and then denominator at the bottom, where this fraction can be a polynomial. And the polynomial term just means that we have multiple terms. Polynomial. Now usually, if we see a problem, we'll want to simplify these rational expressions. If we see the form a over b plus c over d, we want to be able to simplify this. Now when we add or subtract fractions, we know that the denominators need to be the same for each fraction. In order to do this, we can find the least common multiple, or the LCM. And what the least common multiple is it's a number, the smallest number, where both b and d can go into it. So if b times, we'll call this number e, goes into our least common multiple, f, and d times g goes into our least common multiple, f, this means that we'll multiply d by g at the top and the bottom, and b by e at the top and the bottom. Because in algebra, we can only multiply by 1, so e over e is 1, and g over g is 1. When we do this, to simplify, we multiply our first fraction, a over b, by e over e, and we multiply our second fraction, c over d, by g over g. Now b over e is f, and d over g is f. So when we rewrite this, ae over be plus cg over dg is really the same thing as ae over f plus cg over f. And now we can add these to ae plus cg over f. This may look a bit confusing with all these variables, so let's try out an example. We want to subtract 3/4 from 4/5. How should we approach this? Well, we see that in order to subtract fractions, we need the same denominators. 5 and 4 are not the same, but we can find the least common multiple for 5 and 4, which is 20. Now, 5 goes into 20 4 times, and 4 goes into 20 5 times. This is just a coincidence. From here, we need to multiply 4 over 5 by 4 over 4, because when we multiply, we need to make sure that we're only multiplying by 1. And then we need to multiply negative 3/4 by 5 over 5, again, only multiplying by 1. We see here 5 times 4 and 4 times 5 is just 20. So we can rewrite this multiplying over the top and then over the bottom as 16 over 20 minus 15 over 20, and this will give us 1 over 20. And that's about it for simplifying rational expressions. Thank you for watching.